Over to you, Jim.
Thanks for that, Rob. Everybody hear me? Okay. To Rob, President of the Kapiti Coastguard, to the distinguished guests, and I'm just going to straighten this bit of paper out. Ladies and gentlemen, and to fellow Masons. It's a bit ironical that in another role that I had as District Grand Master, Peter approached me and suggested that the Freemasons of the Kapiti Wellington District become involved in this project. So we started it, was about 4 years ago plus, and it's good to see that we've finally reached here. It was also interesting talking about the older boat. I was saying to a couple of the Coast Guard guys today that when I lived up the coast here, I was on first response Landsar. So I had a number of trips on the old boat over to Kapiti Island on searches. So I know what the old boat was like. I think it was about the only boat I just about lost my lunch on once. So. And I'm getting too old to go out on the new boat, so I won't be heading out. But it's indeed my pleasure to be here today to present the cheque on behalf of Freemasons of the Kapiti Wellington District, and in fact of all the Freemasons of New Zealand, because there's a sizable contribution was made by the Freemasons charity. When Peter approached me, this was a natural project for us. Our organisations are both very similar. We're both community focused and we're both voluntary organisations. So the two fitted well together, and we started off thinking this would just be a Kapiti Wellington project, but as we realised how big your area was, we realised that this extended for the whole of the Wellington district, and including the Hutt Wairarapa, because of course there's a number of people go out to cook straight from, that have boats from the Hutt Wairarapa. So the project was put together, and over the last 4 years, Peter's been quietly driving it, as have the successive District Grand Masters who replaced me, and we now have Russell, who's with us over the back there. So the cheque I'm presenting today comes from all the lodges in the Wellington District and the Hutt Wairarapa, and then it's been met dollar for dollar by the Freemasons charity. None of the funds of the $100,000 cheque we're presenting today have come from the public. Nothing has been done through public fundraising. Everything has come from the Freemasons' own pockets or from our own organisation. You may not be aware, but Freemasons are the oldest philanthropical organisation in the world. The Grand Lodge of England just celebrated its 300th birthday this year, and the oldest lodge in New Zealand was 175 last November, and that's actually based in Wellington here as well. So we've been working quietly, donating and supporting the community for the last 175 years here in the Wellington area. Some of you may not know that Freemasons are the biggest private supporter of education in New Zealand through our Freemason scholarships. We're one of the biggest private supporters of medical research in New Zealand through our various associations with various universities. We're also one of the largest private supporters of elder care, especially here in the lower half of the North Island. We have the Masonic Villages Trust, which is based over in Woburn, which also has a home up in Levin. And this the level of care we provide through these starts with everything from the self apartments right up to full hospital and dementia care. Oops. It's not necessary for you to be a Freemason, or even related to a Freemason, to actually have use of these facilities. We're also a provider. We work very closely with the Blind Foundation. Local Freemasons here especially are great supporters of Camp Quality and Camp Purple, which are camps for children with various diseases, and it gives them a chance to get away and have a break. And if you get around the country, you'll see a number of AEDs have been installed, which was part of a national program we did of installing them around the country, supported by the Freemasons charity. So Freemasons and Freemasonry, Freemasons are a community-focused organisation, and hence the mix is very closely with the Coastguard. And we see ourselves working closely with you over the next couple of years. Once the boat is built, obviously we have a long-term association with the naming of the boat, but I hope that the local Freemasons will take pride in the fact that this boat was partly funded by the Freemasons of the Kapiti Wellington District. So making this presentation, I do so with pride as a Freemason. I do so as an ex-member of the Kapiti community. We hope that the boat serves a long service for you, and I look forward to working closely with the Coastguard over the next few years. Thank you.